Unit 3, Lesson 4, Interpret Linear Models. In this lesson, we're going to continue discussing positive, negative, and no correlation. We're also going to look at correlation coefficients of linear models. And then we're also going to discuss the difference between correlation and causation. First example, if the value of dependent variable y increases as the value of independent variable x increases, the graph of this relationship could be, and then we want to determine which of the following. So it tells us as our dependent variable y increases, so as the y values go up, it tells us that our independent variable also goes up. So as x increases, y increases. So as we go to the right, our y values are going to go up. That's going to represent a line with a positive slope. Okay, that represents positive correlation between those two variables. Next example, in a given linear equation, the value of the independent variable decreases at a constant rate while the value of the dependent variable increases at a constant rate. The slope of this line is, so our independent variable refers to x, so it tells us as our x values decrease, as our x values go to the left, it tells us that the dependent variable, the y values, increase at a constant rate. So as x goes to the left, our y values go up. So we would have some sort of line that looks like this on our graph. So the slope of that line is going to be negative, because when looking at slope, we always want to go from left to right. Our y values go down as our x values go up, so this would represent negative slope. Now to the third example, the data in the table below are graphed and the slope is examined. Okay, so the rate of change represented in this table can be described as, we could create a scatter plot with our independent variable x and our dependent variable y, and then look at the data points, the scatter plot, to determine the correlation, or we can simply look at the values. Our x values are increasing by the same amount each time, and we can see that our y values are decreasing by the same amount each time. They're decreasing by 0.25 as our x values increase by 0.5. So as x increases, our y values decrease. That is negative correlation. That slope, that rate of change, would be negative. A couple of questions I want you to answer on your own as a review. What is the slope of a horizontal line? What is the slope of a vertical line? The other two things we want to discuss in this lesson, we'll go through as a class, determining, finding the correlation coefficient of a line, and then we'll also talk about the difference between correlation and causation.